genetically modified soy, but if you
Organic soy
organic
is what
soy's
cured
okay.
my cancer. No, you got to make sure it's completely 100% organic, regardless of the brand.
Yeah, definitely
Let's try it again.
go the organic route when you're dealing with soy.
Right. It cured my cancer.
So streaming is not permitted by you. You're not allowing streaming. So see what's going on here.
Well, I didn't do anything up there. You did.
No, I haven't done anything.
So how is that not permitted by me?
I gotta say, this makes me feel very healthy, drinking this.
Mm.
If I drink one of these a day, can this help me
Absolutely.
in any way?
Yes, I told you that.
Absolutely.
Won't let me stream.
Those
Why?
are, that's a powerhouse drink right there.
Would I be able to eat pierogies?
You could
still?
just
If I-
drink that for a while, for a long time.
It's not allowing us to stream, guys. What?
I don't know.
Well, somebody
Hold on.
let him figure it out. She probably hit something. It worked?
See if it works.
Okay, let's see, baby. See?
Yes, no, maybe so.
I'm going to tell you right now. Hold on. So I want to give it a shot. All right, let's see. No.
Yes?
No, I don't see it.
No?
Do you guys see it? It's under mine, right?
Under Jerry Petito, yeah. Let me check. I'm checking now. Because we're not friends. Yeah, you're there.
I'm on Facebook?
Yeah. Here.
How come I don't see it on me?
See? Debbie Azara is watching you. Jerry Petito show. Big
There it is. It's there now.
There you are.
All right, so.
You just gotta refresh it a few times. All right, it's 5 o'clock. Are we starting?
Yeah, go to the music on. Start her.
Okay, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Jerry Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is really true, is it really true?
just keep ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Jerry Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jerry Petito Show on HamiltonRadio.net. So, tonight is going to be the start of something amazing. Guys. I want to let you guys know what's happening with me first, and then we'll go into what's happening with this show tonight. So, I am now on 3 different networks. I'm with Hamilton Radio, of course, my first love, every Tuesday night, some Thursdays here or there now. I sponsor out a few shows on Thursdays as well. I'm with PANJ Radio the first Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock of every month. And I'm with Beverly Nation Talk Show Radio every other Monday night. I was on last night, and guys, I broke my 6th record. I had 310, 400 and something listeners. So that was really cool for me. Yes, thank you. So a lot of great things are happening, and it all started because of Hamilton Radio. So I just want to give a shout out to Hamilton Radio for that. Doc G.
Yes.
Okay, I want to thank you personally for giving me the opportunity a couple years ago for being on Hamilton Radio, because without you and this station, none of this would be going on. So thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm going to let this guy to my left tell you who he is. And then we're going to let this guy to my right tell you who he is. Then I'm going to read the poem.
I am Bobby Bones Paga from Raw Food City. I lost 150 pounds with the plant-based diet, and all I want to do is inspire you. And I was on Practical Jokers, mid-evenings with Jay Miller, the Testosterone Show with Craig Lloydrin.
That's right.
I've had a lot of fun. I was very heavy, very funny, and now I'm very skinny and very funny. And I'm healing the world. So buckle up. We're about to go for a ride.
So wait, you have another show coming up you're going to be doing with Hamilton Radio. Let's talk about that for a minute.
Right here on Hamilton Radio. I have my own show once a month on the fourth Thursday.
Yep, because I gave it up.
The fourth Thursday of every month. Raw Food City is coming to HamiltonRadio.net.
Okay, guys, isn't that cool? I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So, our special guest tonight. Tell everyone your name.
Hello, everybody. I'm Big Rick. I'm a friend of Jerry's for a long time. I've been watching the show. I'm a fan. And I saw Bobby over here and his story, and I'm here to get healed. I want some of that plant-based.
Okay.
This has been my goal forever, is to inspire one. And here we have one sitting right here.
Yeah.
And that's my goal, because I know you'll inspire others. So it just keeps on growing.
Yeah.
So, can you guys hear Big Ricky?
Is everything good? Can you hear everybody?
Can you hear Big Ricky good? Make him a
So-
speck louder, because I think
I can
he's
only
low.
hear myself, really. But
Okay, just a speck. Everybody out there, can you guys hear Big Ricky?
So I'm a touch overweight, and I've been trying a lot
touch.
of different things. Nothing works. I don't stick to anything. And I seen all the success Bobby was having, and I said I want some of that. And
Here we are.
here we are, giving them the.
So, I'm going to read the poem I wrote for you.
Okay, great.
Right.
So what everybody out there doesn't know is Big Ricky's like family to me. Big Ricky and I went to dealer school together. We're poker players. I just love this guy. He was a roommate for a long time with me, right, in Robbinsville. This
Yeah.
guy's really awesome. He has never listened to me. So it's going to take this guy to get him to finally listen. I'm going to read the poem I wrote. Big Ricky, the challenge is on. I've heard this before. You know how many said that as they walked out the door? Is Big Ricky different? Will he be the one to mean what he says, to get the job done? All the years I've known him, I couldn't get through. Come on, Bobby Buns. It's going to take you. I showed him your YouTube and also your pics. The before and after, I threw in the mix. Big Ricky is crazy. His life has been rough. Even told he has cancer. That wasn't enough. He's heard me preaching for years. He's even lived in my house. He said he loved my food because it was free, you louse. My roomie used to hide bad food under his bed. My cleaning lady found him with cheese stuck to his head. I couldn't get through. I really did try. Big Ricky's now sick and too big of a guy. I love my friend, so please don't die. You are an addict. Food gets you high. Enough is enough. You've heard that before. Big Ricky, come on. You're losing the war. Let's get you on raws and juicing for health. Let's make you vegan to achieve life wealth. We're friends to the end. We've been through a lot. Not ready to lose you. Let's give it a shot. Bobby Buttons, take the floor. Raw Food City's in charge. From one guy to another, who both were so large. He'll listen to you because he's seen the proof. Come on, Bobby Buns, now act a goof. You do have two sides. I love that so much. The serious side and your comedy touch. Bobby, meet Ricky. I trust him to you. Now take the floor. Tell him what to do. The challenge is on. He'll be back in a month to show you his progress on his butt and his front.
yeah.
Ricky, this is for you. The challenge is on, baby. I love you.
Yeah, Ricky.
The challenge is on.
I'm so excited for your journey, really.
Hey, Donna Walker's listening in.
Hey, hi,
Donna.
Donna. Hi.
So I'm going to pull up a photo. You talk while I pull up the photo. We weighed him today at my house. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we weighed Ricky, and he weighed in at 328.2, which was 3 pounds heavier than where I started, that's kind of awesome. We're the same weight.
Dan, could you show this photo for me at the camera? We're going to show you guys this photo of Ricky being on the scale to let you know how serious we are. Just show them that. Yep, the camera. There you go. There you go.
There he is.
So Big Ricky did the
Ricky,
weigh-in.
You're so fine. You're
I
so
don't
fine.
know.
You're blowing my
You sure
head,
that
Ricky.
you sure that skills right?
Thank you,
Sherry?
baby.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm that heavy.
So here's the cool thing.
I said the same thing.
But here's the cool thing, Bobby Buns. Wait till
Yes.
you hear this. Big Ricky, how much did you weigh?
328.
And what did you do just yesterday?
I was at the doctor's office and came up exactly the same weight.
Okay, as my scale. So how
The
cool
scale
was
was
that?
right.
Oh yeah.
So-
that's a confirmation.
Here's something really cool. My brother, who was obese his entire life, over 600 pounds, he lost. How much weight did he tell you?
337 pounds.
So he lost Big Ricky. Not only did my brother lose Big Ricky, Bobby Buttons was the same size as
It's
Big Ricky.
Yeah. So we have like this little triangle.
Okay?
Of giantness
So take
happening.
the floor, Bobby Buns.
So I have this great plan that I basically, and I would love to write a book about it. It's only a matter of time before I get.
Yep.
I'm still growing because it doesn't really end for me because there's a lot. I was just telling Jerry how there's 3 goals that I would ultimately love to do, and it's all about fasting. Really, it's a 100-day juice fast goal. I've only come 60 days in. I haven't hit 100 yet. So I have a 100-day fast, a 40-day water fast, and a 10-day dry fast. All my goals.
Okay.
And I've done 3 days water. I've done 1 day dry, and I've done 60 days juice. So I'm working up to those goals.
Amazing.
And for the perfect reset. But here's my plan, and this will get you going, which worked for me. So I'm gonna break down my Raw Food City reset plan that I did in 2 years in 3 weeks. Wow. So here it is. So it worked. It worked great for my wife. My wife's friends did it. It got them all going. They now aren't afraid of fasting because everyone's like, they can't imagine fasting. But really, fasting is where you're gonna get the deep reset. You know, you wanna just put the digestive system to sleep. And the best way to do that is with my plan, right? It was the easiest thing. So here it is. And what I did in 2 years, I broke down in 3 weeks. So the first week, I call fat vegan. So because you can be an unhealthy vegan. So I don't want to use vegan as like a health word. I kind of want to be like plant-based. I want to like whole food plant-based.
I want to stop you for 1 second.
Yeah.
I told Ricky we're going to give him a little leeway here.
Yeah. Well, that's where
no,
I'm going.
but not just a week. Here's the thing.
Okay.
All right, we got to go really slow with this guy, and there's a reason why.
But why go slow?
No, I'm going to tell you. I'm
Okay.
going to tell you why, or he won't do it. So we talked about this, and he's got questions for you.
Oh, yeah, good.
So what I do want to share is this: tell everybody about the cancer you had, also, which to us means he should go full speed, but not to Ricky. Tell everybody about the cancer you had.
I
and we'll
was
talk.
diagnosed last year with lymphoma. They found a spot and did a bunch of testing and they made sure that it wasn't anywhere else. And once they located it, I went for radiation. And I did my radiation treatments, and everything is good right now. And I just keep going back for checkups.
So this is what I told him, and I'll let you know why. Big Ricky drives Uber. He's also a poker dealer and all that. He doesn't cook anything ever. He lives with his brothers, so he doesn't do any cooking. So he asked if we could go really slow with him, and maybe for the first month let him be that fat vegan, and he can get things out.
What do you mean by not cooking? Like just
He
doesn't
doesn't-
like to prepare anything?
He doesn't prepare
I've
anything.
Oh, I see.
I've
In
never
his life.
done any cooking. I've
Ever
never
or
done
prepared
cooking.
anything.
I've never prepared.
So he's
Whoa.
going to have to get everything out.
Get ready for that life change.
All right. So I brought him to
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Forest for a vegan lunch. I showed him
Yeah.
things he could get there, the drinks he could get there. They made a juice for him. So,
I never cooked either.
all right. So go
I
ahead.
really
Really?
Go ahead.
I was just like you. I love poker.
He does.
I traveled the world playing poker
Oh,
on
yeah,
the World
he's won
Series
too,
circuit.
And so did he.
I
You guys are really alike.
yeah, I mean, we really, I was you.
You both
I
won
was
a lot
you.
of money, too.
I
Oh, my gosh.
but the only thing I didn't have was the diagnosis, and I think I just escaped that because I felt like it was coming. Either that or heart attack, or I was definitely borderline everything, and I felt it, and I was nervous about it.
Tell him about your brother. I didn't tell him.
And my brother helped me because my brother, and that's what everyone needs to know too, is that my brother died of cancer at 40 years old, and it was purely diet related. So, and 100% diet related. So I ain't, you know, it wasn't the smog or the dump that I lived by or whatever else. It was just diet because I knew the kid never ate a vegetable in his life. He was all he did was smoke, drink, eat cookies, and go to sleep with ice cream to calm his heartburn down. Like, I mean, it was just a, you know, and chips.
Yeah,
So that's what it was.
No, I have a terrible diet. I have a bunch of other medical problems, I guess, from that diet.
Yes, that's what it is.
Keep this here.
And the diabetes, that goes away too. Your lymphoma will never come back. I mean, you get excited.
Sleep apnea. I guess so.
Sleep apnea. Yeah. Well, sleep apnea is part. Yeah, it's all part of the same thing. It's all diet related. If you were to drop dead tomorrow,
a nice little video. I guess everyone will see later.
Yep.
Like if you were to drop dead tomorrow, you might be an inspiration to others because they knew what you were consuming and they don't want to do what you did. You know, and that was me with Jeff. I don't want to do what Jeff did. Like, and Jeff scared the crap out of me because I had sleep apnea, and he was watching me sleep while he was dying of cancer. He couldn't sleep. He's watching me sleep. We were in Florida watching the Yankees because it was one of his, dying wishes to see the Yankees in Florida. You know, what do you call it?
Spring training.
Spring training. So we're watching. We're doing the spring training. We're going to all the different, and we're staying in a hotel. He's looking at me sleep. He's like, "You're gonna die before me," because I wasn't breathing. I was like, I was doing what you were doing. The video, they just videotaped him sleeping with the sleep apnea. It's the same thing. I had the same thing, and I knew that was my downfall. Once I passed like a certain number, I think it was a 280. Once I passed 280, I couldn't sleep anymore. I was sleeping on the couch on the side. I was like sleeping like with my head up. So I was like just trying to, knowing that I couldn't breathe.
Right.
And even my wife, I was like asking my wife, was I breathing last night? Because I'd wake up and I'd feel horrible. And she was like, and I'd ask her and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She didn't even care. She sleeps like a rock. So she never heard me snore. So I really didn't have help on that end until Jeff scared the hell out of me and then died right after. So he was like, you're going to die before me, and then wind up passing away. And that really, when he said that to me, I stopped eating. So during his end, I was losing all this weight. And I was showing him. He's like, oh, you got it, you know. And then he wound up passing. But he's like Jesus to me. You know? I was like, oh, Jeff.
Yeah.
And you have the signs. You know, don't do what he did. He was strong. He didn't care. He didn't care. He was just like, because even during the radiation and everything he was going through, he was still doing what he was doing. So.
Yeah, I never took care of myself. Yeah.
You got diagnosed and you're back eating.
Yeah, my friend told me that. It's strange. Usually people that have this and got through get a second chance, and now they start taking care of themselves and working out. And I didn't do that, but I guess I need to do something. But
so what I was thinking was, and tell me your thoughts on this, Bobby Buns. Based on knowing Ricky, if we could do because he'll be back every month with us, and hopefully this will continue 6 months, a year, whatever it's going to take. So what I was hoping was maybe we could let him go slow for 1 month and eliminate certain things, because that's still a huge step
So
for
we
him.
could take the week plan.
There you go.
And break it down to a 3-month plan. So
There
instead
you
of a
go.
3-week plan,
There you go.
we could do it. But I just don't want to scare you away from the juice fast, because that's where the real magic happens.
That's
And that's why I only made it a 3-week plan, because it was fat vegan, raw vegan, juice fast. So you had 7, 7, 7.
So do fat vegan for 2 weeks. Do it that way.
Yeah. Or you could do it. Yeah, you could do a fat vegan month.
Yeah.
A raw vegan month.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
2
let's do
weeks
it.
on juice or
Let's
something
do
like that. Because honestly, after you do the first week of juice, you're gonna want
Yeah, that's what I
to
told
continue,
really,
because that's where it's 2 pounds a day. For someone your size, it's 2 pounds a day, and you're gonna have so much fun doing it, because you're gonna watch. Because you know what? How it's like, oh, you gotta wait. You got, it's a lot of work. You gotta wait for that weight loss. You gotta wait for the change. This happens so fast. I mean, it's 2 pounds a day. By the time a week goes, you're 14 pounds down. You're like, what the? Your pants are falling off. It happens so fast, and you feel so good doing it. you're going to be off to the races and you'll be
That's
a
amazing.
rail.
So juice fast, just drinking juice.
Just drinking juice.
drinking
And
the
I've
juice.
changed it too. I used to get very strict with people. Like there was a certain juice that I enjoyed that I wanted people to drink. It don't have to be. It could be anything. I don't even care if you drink Tropicana.
He had a carrot apple today. I had the
Yeah.
carrot apple celery beet.
Yeah.
And I got him. They made him the carrot apple because he wasn't into the celery beet today. It was the first day. I took him for a vegan lunch, guys. Okay, and he loved it. And
So
he
that's a
loved
good
it.
sign.
You know.
In Costco, you get the carrot. They have the 3 things of carrot, organic carrot, that are minimalized pasteurization, and you could just put the. This is all I recommend: a green. You know, whatever it is, wheatgrass. You could do a wheatgrass shot or a powder green shot. Just dump it into the carrot juice. It'll be green, but it's going to taste like carrot.
Well, that brings up another point to me. I got a couple of situations.
So, God, ask your questions. He's got some
I
questions.
don't like. All right, I don't prepare well. I don't cook
At all.
I'm living with people.
Yeah.
So this wheatgrass, this juice diet, is this the kind of thing where I'm going to be pooping like crazy all over the place? Because I can't be I'm staying with people, and then now they're like knocking on the door like, hey, it smells like wheatgrass. We got to get in there. We got to get.
People have had reactions to where they were going a lot, but not really. I mean, you kind of stay normal. I wouldn't worry about like
Yep, you stay normal.
an ass explosion or anything like that. It was, you really do stay normal. It was hard for me when I got off. So that's where I could just give you a little heads up that you want to go back into it slowly. Like she was warning me about the water fast, because the water fast I'm dying to do like 40 days. So she was like, hey, by the way, you could drop dead if you just come back into a fast eating potatoes and pizza. So
Really?
you
No one
really
has
put
ever died from a water fast. I did one for 60 days when I had cancer 25 years ago, whatever it's been. But I had to get certified because people have never died doing it, but people have died breaking it. And that's
you
the
don't
problem.
wanna-
You
and
got to
this is
really know
water.
what you're
This
doing.
is not juice.
This
And
is all water.
That's why juice is amazing, because you really don't have to worry about the complications of a water fast, because on a water fast, you're tricking your body, you go into ketosis, and it starts to, with a juice fast, you never go into ketosis because you're still putting in
As
carbohydrates.
long as the pulp is still in the juice, because I had to do straining ones, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, you could keep the pulp
You have
in.
to keep the pulp in. Or
You
whatever,
could, and
you know.
and even if it wasn't, you're still getting the carbohydrates, so you're not gonna, your system is still getting.
No, but the pulp is for his body to know to digest.
Well,
That's why.
he's during the juice fast. Like you said, he still should get. We should teach him about animas and
Yes,
colonics and everything else.
yes.
But
Yep. Here
you
it
might
comes.
not need that.
I can
And-
see
We're
them
not-
knocking on the door right
We're
now.
not doing that yet. We're
Yeah,
not doing that yet.
We
with
gotta
you.
get in there.
You
We
might-
gotta get in.
We're not doing that with
it's
you
not
yet.
like that.
All right. Well,
It'll be fast. You will not be in there long. You'll be like, you'll sit down. Everything's gonna slide right out of you. So
all right. Well, that's the third phase. Anyways, that's what you're saying. We're doing that's
We're gonna
That's
2
the
months
third
from now.
phase.
Yes.
We're gonna do.
that's the most exciting.
We're gonna
phase,
go
'cause
fat guy vegan. We're gonna go right
Tell
now.
him what fat guy vegan
Yeah,
is.
that
Fat
sounds
guy
good.
vegan.
I
Now,
could probably do
don't
fat
go
guy
too
vegan.
crazy, because you can. You could have a box of friggin' vegan cookies and gain weight.
That's not what we're teaching him.
So
though.
this is the thing.
No.
Yeah, when I mean fat vegan,
No.
I kind of, be simple with the cookies. Obviously, you've been through it. You're heavy, and you've probably went on crazy diets on and off your whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just don't overdo. You still lose weight even if you're eating the vegan cookies and
But not boxes.
But it's still.
But you could have pasta, you could have oil, you could have bread. Like, don't
so
be
in
shy
other
of
words,
carbohydrates.
These foods are not 0 calories.
No.
Fat
not.
vegan.
Fat vegan, no. It's just not having meat and milk. I mean, if you want to break it down, it's simple. It's no dairy, no meat.
Right.
So that leaves a lot of options still.
Okay.
And and there's fake meats. Have a party.
He had vegan chili today. It was delicious.
There's tons of fake meat. And they've gotten so good at it. The Impossible Burger is a burger.
So, but the fake meat, this is good for us. The fake meat that they're
No,
making?
no,
What
it's
are they
just
doing?
Not really
transition.
good.
It's
a
definitely.
transition. it's healthier than the real meat.
It's,
Wow.
Yeah, because you don't know
Imagine.
the real meat.
That's
Unless
right.
you know the cow.
That's right.
And nobody knows the cow.
That's right.
So that's why I don't eat meat anymore. It's not really because I'm in love with animals and this whole vegan thing and stuff like that. It's because I don't know the cow.
That's true.
At least if I look at a piece of romaine, I know that it's shiny, crispy, and
If there's an ugly piece of it, you could cut
you
it
an ugly
off.
piece, you could cut it off. They're putting the cancer right into the ground beef. It's that retarded cow is going into the same mix.
Absolutely,
So
guys.
that's why it became very business to me, and I know about business, and I know that they're not going to push they're not going to put the retarded cow into another bin. They're going to put them in the same bin.
You know, I drive for Uber. I drive people around, and 2 guys got into the car
Yeah.
about 6 months ago. I was telling you about this, right? And the other guy's trying to tell his friend to try and eat healthier.
Yeah.
And to
You're
give up
listening to this
meat,
conversation. It's
right? And
great,
I'm
yeah.
listening. They said, "Look what I'll do with you. I'll take a piece of meat. Let's put it on the table, and come back tomorrow
Yep.
overnight and see what happens to it.
Yep.
There's gonna be maggots and crawling out of it and everything
Yes.
like that." And that has happened in the past. I've seen that happen.
Yes.
So
Instantly.
that's disgusting.
It's so disgusting.
And
The smell of
still,
rot.
But still, though, I still eat meat, and it's
Because it's not your fault. It wasn't our fault. It really wasn't. I mean, our parents didn't know any better. It's what they grew up with. It's the future. It's how old we are. Like, if you're young, you're able to get that through your system faster. The problem is that we're so effed up that it doesn't run through our system fast enough. So like you said, like the meat could be sitting there fermenting and bugs coming out of it because we're not digesting it. It's taking 4 or 5 days, some people 3 weeks.
So I'm going to comment on this because I see some people that I know who are meat eaters that are watching. And I know what you're thinking, guys. Oh, come on. My grandmother lived to 100 and she ate meat. My grandfather smoked and drank and he lived to 100. You're right. And mine did as well. My aunt died at 100 years old.
But they
Here's
barely
the
ate.
difference. Here's the difference.
Don't be fooled, man.
Don't
They
be
probably
fooled.
had one little bite of bacon and
That's
that was
right.
it.
They had a farm. They were in Italy. Most of their lives they lived on a farm. They raised the cow. They raised their animals.
Yes.
Their milk was raw from the cow.
Yes.
Their meat, their cow lasted them a year for a family of 12. They would prepare one piece of steak and everybody got a tiny little piece. And it was real meat, no antibiotics, no crap in it. And they each got a little piece. Their body did the job and just, right? Today, the meat's not even real. That's number one. It's very deep. Listen, we can give you all the information you want on that, okay, privately. Not only that, what do they eat now? 16 ounces each, right? Triple burgers. Your body was not meant to be able to process this. My grandfather's tobacco, they grew it. No chemicals, nothing in it, no garbage. They grew it. Okay? Their alcohol was wine, homemade from their grapevines. They grew it. There's a very, very distinctive difference here between what went on back then and what's going on now today with the food. Continue.
Yeah. And there's also other things too, like being that we live in a society now where everything is processed.
That's right.
It's the mix.
Yep.
So like if you were just eating meat, obviously you're going to see some major results. But we're so addicted to processed foods that it's so hard to do just that.
Mm-hmm.
You eventually go back, because I did it with Atkins. I lost a bunch of weight, felt great, and I was eating meat every day and everything, but eventually, because we are born to eat carbohydrates, fruit is our natural diet. The apple, it's God's food.
Yep.
It smells great, it looks great, it's meant for us to pick off a tree and eat. I kind of figured that out when I had children, because here I am forcing my kids. See, my son, my daughter was born into me in the transition. My son is 12, so I was pushing meat on him, like the parents, everyone, like, eat your meat, like what I got. Now I'm like, the kid doesn't want to eat the meat. He's born vegan. Like these kids were born vegan. They want to eat fruit and sweet and carbs, and it's all sugar, 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 sugar. It's not meat. Like, imagine giving a kid a raw piece of beef. It doesn't even make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
And then I watched this great documentary. I forget the guy's name, but he mentioned the whole crib thing. And that was like such an eye-opener to me. And I can never forget this. But he said, put a baby in the crib and don't feed it. And with a rabbit and a strawberry. The kid's going to eat the strawberry and pet the rabbit.
That's right.
And will die with the rabbit in his arms. The
That's
kid
right.
will die with the rabbit. There's no way. So right
It's not
there,
innate. It's not innate.
I got the goosebumps just talking about it because it's not natural for that kid to just start tearing apart the rabbit no, it'll die. The kid will die with the rabbit in its arm. So right there alone is just, and then having kids and forcing the meat on them, and then all, I mean, it's when you take the blindfolders off, it's a whole new world, kind of. So get excited because it's a little scary, but when you're losing the weight and you feel great, then the fear goes away because you're excited for the new life because you're gonna get born again. What I'm doing to you is you crawling back up the vag.
Wow.
You know, and knocking on knocking on the fallopian tube and going, "Hello, I'm back. Now shoot me back up because I got some things to do. Because you are gonna be reborn." And it's all about plants, and there's ways to make plants taste like, the food that we're used to. With dehydrators, and there's so many things. It really is exciting, and you're doing it in a perfect time. Because the vegan options are growing and growing. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
There's this vegan cream cheese in Trader Joe's right now that I'm been dipping everything in. I can't stop. And I could just eat that alone for forever. So, by the way, your whole body changes too. Like with this Raw Food City Reset, with this whole program, and it's so easy. It's fat vegan, raw vegan, juice fast. You're going to start craving produce. You're not even going to go into the middle aisles of the supermarket because you just start drooling for fruits and veggies. It's the craziest thing that happens to you, and you don't need to eat as much. I used to eat all day long. I couldn't stop eating.
Can you relate, Big Ricky?
Yeah, like everything I'm saying is probably right.
What I'm gonna eat next while I'm eating it.
Yes.
And if it didn't really taste good, I'm still thinking about eating because that didn't satisfy me.
I couldn't stop eating, and that was another beautiful thing because the more nutrients, especially in nutrient-dense food, is fruits and veggies. So the more nutrient-dense food you put in yourself, the less you need. The less you just all of a sudden you're not hungry anymore.
So let me touch base on that. So if you don't understand why, this is why, so you guys get it, okay? When you put in nutrient-dense food into your body, it immediately goes into your cells and it feeds your healthy and unhealthy cells. So it's feeding them. So it's making them feel like they've just been nourished. When you eat processed crap and garbage, that doesn't go into the cells to feed it. So your body feels hungry all the time because you're not giving it what it needs.
Yeah, and the thing is too is that you got to look at our body has all these little hairs. So just picture all these little hairs.
Yep.
And the problem is we're not absorbing the nutrients either. So it's like we built the cement kind of because of all the damage. So, your body's just protecting itself, almost like cholesterol. Like it's just constantly protecting itself. And now when you're eating nutrients, your body doesn't even absorb it. So it's really the Raw Food City Reset is breaking down the old waste matter. Because even on a juice fast, you start breaking it down. Like there's some things that come out of you. And the longer you go, you want to do 100 days because then you get the serpent. And once you get the serpent is something you should strive for. And I thought I got it. I'm not really sure because my colonic therapist told me he got it because I went after it with a little chemical that he put together. He put the what do you call the psyllium husk?
Psyllium husk, it's the best.
Yeah, he put like a little concoction for me. It was charcoal, psyllium husk, and the other one whatever it was a binding
Yep.
kind of thing, and it grabbed, and then I was like, all of a sudden, all those toxins went into my. I don't know what happened, but I got really sick, and he was like, I went in for an emergency colonic because of this concoction that he made, and he said he got it. I mean, I felt better when I got off the.
I want to tell everybody
table.
what happens with what he just said. So, psyllium husk, number one, is the most amazing laxative. It's all natural. It's from a plant. So, if anybody has any issues, you can inbox us. We could help you with that, whatever. But it's a powder. You mix it in water, but it gets real thick. Okay? When you drink it, immediately drink an 8-ounce glass of water down right after it. But this is why it's so unbelievable. It doesn't just make you go to the bathroom. It actually
binds.
shreds the lining of your intestines. It starts shredding it. And it all starts to come like this. And then it becomes this serpent that he's talking about.
Yeah, it's like a sponge. It's like a living sponge that
Yes.
you're eating, and
And
it
it
just
comes
starts
down.
pulling
So-
everything from the wall.
So
Yeah,
you
it's
go
from
to
the
the
walls.
bathroom and it looks like a serpent.
It looks
Is
like
that
a
what
large
you're saying?
snake. Yeah.
Is it alive? Something? Or
It,
like a
it's
piece of
definitely
sure
got
seem-
living.
it sure
it's
seems it.
definitely, There's
But
definitely
it's
organisms.
not,
that
it's
are
not a live
alive.
snake, but it sure seems it.
Do we know anybody who has experience?
Yes, me.
You've
I
experienced.
had to.
this?
I even had to
Go
get,
on YouTube.
Scorpion?
Look up
I
the
had
serpent.
to get a home
What I said a
colonic.
scorpion.
I had to get a home colonic when I did fasting because of my 2 cancers. I had to get a home colonic because I had to use it every single day. I'm going to share something that's really crazy, but I had, and still probably do. I mean, we all have, what do you call it? Worms. What do you call it? When you have, what
Yeah.
do you call it? We all have it.
Amoebas. No.
No, oh my God, what the heck's wrong with me? Anyway, so worms came out of my body. I had parasites. So I had
Parasites,
serious
yes.
parasites that almost killed me many, many years ago. I got them in Thailand.
That's a word you were looking for.
That was the word I was
parasite.
looking for, parasites.
Sorry.
So, and through these colonics and through the sickness and through what I had to do, they came out of my body.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
Saved
have.
your life.
Saved my life.
We're a giant.
Amazing.
If you really want to get deep, we're like a giant alien ship
Uh-huh.
carrying around billions of
Crazy.
living organisms that are inside of us. I mean, and they're asking. See, once you feed them certain
Craziness.
things like
Oh,
French fries, whatever, like they're gonna ask for them, and they're gonna get and it takes a while to kill them off, and they'll beg. They're gonna beg for them
wow.
for a while,
That's right.
but they will die,
That's right.
and you don't crave them anymore.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing what happens.
Now, some of the things that you're saying to give up, like the dairy and then you mentioned the cream cheese. So we're like put it back with more
Not-
with organic.
Yeah, no,
things.
like the cream
better
cheese that I
things.
was talking about they basically figured out ways to make nuts and seeds taste like cheese. So they ferment a cashew,
Okay. So
and they
make it
put like
differently.
seaweed in there. I don't know
Amazing.
what goes on, but
Uh-huh.
it tastes like cream cheese.
Amazing.
And
Okay.
just like the burgers that they're making today and everything, there's some great alternatives. Yet it's not something that you want to make your main calorie intake.
Yeah,
you
it's
just
a
don't.
specialty thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's when
It's a
you're
treat.
craving
It's a
stuff.
treat.
Yes,
Yeah,
when
but-
that bug calls,
right,
you trick it and give it something else.
right, right.
So when that bug calls for a bagel with cream cheese, you trick it and you put cream cheese on a thing of dehydrated cracker or something like that. And,
Right, right.
And because there's plant crackers too. You don't
Now
need to
a
use
lot
bread.
of these things, these organic things, though, are very expensive.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is a little
Well,
bit of a problem
here's what's great
my
about this too,
situation.
because
Talk
is
his
the
language
problem.
as a gambler.
Yeah,
Talk
no.
his language as a gambler.
so you
Okay.
think that you're spent. You just have to do the math, because when you sit down and actually do the math on what it cost you to, and even throw your hospital bills in there too. So what it cost you to eat fast food and what you were
And
eating.
gamble.
And gamble. Well, gambling. I love poker, and it doesn't really work for. I try to make it work, believe me, but there's some type of stress level that you get. It just hurts. I don't know what it is, but you'll get there. We'll talk
I just
about.
won a poker tournament at the Hibernians, by the way, on Thursday.
Nice,
night.
congratulations.
It was very cool,
Very
guys.
nice, very nice.
But,
Congratulations.
so we're all poker players.
We
We're
feed
all-
on that stress.
Okay, but
That heart rate goes
but
up.
but talk about the
And-
finances that he's saving,
Oh yeah, so
right?
It's the same. When you really break it down, it's the same amount of money.
That's right.
Only because now you eat less too.
That's right.
So once you get reborn, it might take like a few months. And if you really want it to be fast, it could be 2 weeks, but that's up to you. You don't consume as much anymore. You're like a rabbit. You just like nibble on things and you're good. So get ready for that. It's amazing. Like I really don't have to spend money anymore.
So I want to comment, and then I'm going to let you continue.
I spend about $10 a day.
We might have
It
someone.
used to be 20, now it's 10.
We might have someone calling in maybe in a half an hour. My daughter Tiffany.
Tiff.
And the reason why she was going to be on the show, but she couldn't make it. But the reason why is this. She's now selling a product, Pure Haven. And we drove 5.5 hours away to go behind the scenes with this company to make sure everything was as organic and natural and pure and on the up and up that they said. And guess what? It's the only company out there that we know of now today, 100% pure. So she's going to call in. And the reason why we're throwing this into the mix is because
This is a big part of it.
it's a huge part of it. Sense and go ahead, take over.
No, because really, I mean, this is just the beginning of.
Yep.
Once you start eating clean, everything, your whole life is going to change. You feel so good. You do not want to stop. You get addicted to feeling amazing, and all you want to do is continue on your health. You know, your
because products are so toxic and the
So,
scents are toxic.
Yeah, you don't. And then you start, if you listen to me more, so now you got to get pumped up. So you have to like keep yourself motivated by listening to us, by watching YouTubers, by reading books and getting into this plant-based life. You're going to meet a bunch of doctors. YouTube has been my church. So you want to continue. You feel so good, you're going to want to look into it more. Everything changes. And then you're going to realize that everything is terrible. So I don't want to. I don't like to get into this too deep.
No,
but
we don't
it's
want to
scary.
scare
It's
them.
very scary.
But we
Your
gotta
soaps-
let's touch base on
Yeah.
it because here's what happens, Bobby. People say this to me. Oh, and this actually just happened to me last week. Oh, Jerry, I'm doing the same stuff you're doing. I'm doing all these healthy things. But they're not. They think they are. And I wish they knew, and I wish they were. Your toothpaste, completely toxic. Hold on. Your deodorant, antiperspirants, your makeup. The reason I'm bringing these up and your cleaning products is because they go right into your bloodstream.
Instantly.
Right into your bloodstream, guys. The chemicals that are put into these home care products that we put on and in our body, they have to wear a gas mask and a suit to put it into the product. Okay? Sodium lauryl sulfate, okay? SLS. It's in every one of your products, I guarantee you, especially toothpaste, deodorant. They have to wear a gas mask and a gas suit in order to even work around this chemical while they're putting it in your toothpaste and all your products. Food for thought right there.
Is this something that you're talking about with senses?
That's right.
The stuff
And
that Tiffany's
perfumes,
about?
yeah.
Is this what you're talking
Perfumes, cologne, scents,
Antibacterial
antibacterial
soaps.
soaps, all of it,
It's
candles.
It's all
It's
terrible.
all toxic.
And it's a scary thing because this is all the stuff you grew up on with the deodorant and the soaps and the shampoos and the conditioners
Everything.
and it's all poison.
Yep.
It's scary, but it's a whole new world. I'm telling you, you're gonna be born again. And once you have the blindfold off, the blindfold is once you take them off, you're in another world. You're in the Matrix, and you're so excited about it. You just want to inspire others too. Like so, I want you to eventually get. I just want that for you. Really, I'm gonna pray for it too. Like I just want you to be sitting in this little chair.
Okay.
Like we said at the beginning, because you will be over here.
The little bun chair.
And wait, your poker game. In the beginning, my poker game was off the charts.
Uh-oh. You would love to hear
So
that.
wait, yeah. I want to tell you something about the juice fasting. Juice fasting is almost like being on Ritalin in a weird way. You know how like Ritalin supposedly like makes kids focus and for adults it makes them crazy, whatever. Like it's just for like a kid thing. Well, it's really Ritalin for adults, the juice fast, because there's so many things that happen to you. your nose, your eyes, your ears, your everything, all your senses. You become Superman. I'm not even kidding. You can't even. You smell. Your smell is ridiculous. So if someone stinks at the poker table, you can have a little hard time with it. But I mean, you could even smell like death. Like you could smell like people dying. Like I was doing the car service too, and people get in the car, and I'm like, oh, oof, this one's got like 3 months left. But no, but you know, like it gets crazy. But on the poker end of it, the concentration, the focus, like the tells, like all of a sudden it's a new game because you're able to. This out of body kind of thing happens. Like the things that you didn't think of back when you were eating regular are all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I've seen this before, and like you just pay attention to it more. Yeah. Buckle up because that's a fun ride, and
wow.
I made some money right away doing it.
But that's always been a problem to me too, because if I'm playing poker wherever I'm at, it's like you eat what's there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
No.
So I guess did you get into a
get ready
routine
not
of
to eat anymore? By the way,
taking stuff with you, I guess, preparing and having something.
Yes,
to take
dry-
in food
dry-
with.
Big
nuts
Ricky,
and
you
dried food.
you and I just went to a poker game, right? Did we stop and we brought our own food?
Yeah,
That's the way to do
what
it.
we do.
You just
Yeah,
change your life.
If
You
I
always
wasn't
had that with you.
I wouldn't have done that.
I understand that.
Look at Danny Negreanu.
Right.
Every single time he goes to a tournament, he has a backpack filled with vegan
That's
food.
right. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I
Danny
mean, you
Legrano,
always
I
has his
forgot
own
about
food
that.
all the
Tell me
time.
that ain't amazing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is funny. I'm going to tell you guys a funny story. When Ricky, there were a few of our poker friends, a bunch of us that I let them live in my house in Robbins. I had a pretty big house. They were not allowed to have any scented anything. Remember? Listen, I used to, I would crack up. I'd be like, go down the basement and take those freaking clothes off, right? Okay.
yeah.
No scents, nothing. Don't put your crappy food in my fridge. They would open up my fridge and crack up laughing. So anyway, what's so great about this is, and remember I told you, even a few family members that used to laugh at me, who did they come to when they got sick? Me, right? Did you ever think, all these years later, that you would be sitting here with Bobby Buns asking,
Amazing.
think about that, how you used to make fun of me, right?
I did the same thing. I laughed at my
God.
vegan friends. I was a little jealous, and I said, "You're crazy. I can never do that."
No.
I said it for a long time until my brother died, and
Took something
that. And don't get me wrong, I was back and forth. So I did the plant-based, and I was like fighting it, and it took me a while until the death. So, and then I was like, F this. And then I got angry at food. And I think it was just that change.
Okay.
Get angry. Get angry that you got cancer. Get angry that you can't sleep. Get angry. Get angry at the whole system because, and it's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. Just get angry because we've been duped, and it's a new world.
That's
And everybody's getting this message. If I got this message,
right.
and you're getting this message now, it is spreading like wildfire. There's vegan food everywhere, plant-based everywhere. People are healing diabetes and cancer and heart disease left and right with plant-based living. There's a great movie coming out called The Game Changers where all these professional athletes are now going vegan.
That's true.
It is, the world is changing.
Wait,
right
even
in front of us.
bodybuilders.
Bodybuilders.
There's even bodybuilders out there that are vegan, guys.
It is changing. Stay away from dairy. It's all pus and blood.
Sugar.
It's pus and blood, pus
Yep.
and blood, pus and blood. Meat
There's
and
only
dairy.
one thing.
Okay.
I will not have any tofu.
No, you don't have to.
You had tofu today.
But tofu,
What?
You
yeah,
had
they
tofu
trick you.
today.
Yeah, there's different ways to make
I
soy.
love this. I love this. So let's rephrase that.
Yeah. No,
What
no,
was
and
tofu?
and you
in
know
your
what? You might.
chili, in your vegan chili, you had tofu, baby.
I don't.
way.
It kind of tastes like meat and bean.
Yes.
Like you don't know when it's masked with
That's
soy.
Well,
right.
you know what I'm talking about. What kind?
But even raw
Sure,
meat, but
sure.
even your steaks, believe it or not, like your tofu. See, your tofu was you were tricked today because it was mixed in a beautiful chili with a sauce and spicy. Now the same thing with steaks and lamb and everything else. If that's not seasoned right, you're not gonna eat it. You're gonna think it's like this is shit. Like who's gonna eat a raw steak?
Right.
Same thing with tofu. Like if you prepare it right.
You're like, oh my gosh, I
eat
wouldn't
it.
know it was tofu.
Yeah, you eat it. And it's same thing with a
So
steak.
great.
If you prepare it right,
I
you eat
fell
it.
into that one.
Like you wouldn't eat raw meat, but if you prepare it right, you'd eat it. The same thing with tofu.
You know?
But And that's with all plants. Like, there's ways to make plants taste like your old food. But eventually you get off that. Because me, I could care less about tofu anymore. I could care less about anything but fruit.
So wait, you know what I said to him today? This is cool. Because
Fruit.
listen, do you remember what I said to you today? I said, Ricky, you're going to change your relationship with food.
Oh, yeah.
I said, it's not going to matter anymore. It's only, all that's going to matter to you
It's
is.
only going to bother you now.
This is my nutrient today. Yay. This is good.
Yeah.
Like your whole mindset's going to change.
Once you start feeling good and you're going to start seeing the change, you're going to be like, oh, you're going to get mad. You're going to get mad at everybody. You might cry, because I cried. I was like, I've been lied to my whole life.
Yeah.
But
So I have,
you got the message.
I have an idea. Why
you
not?
can't not succeed now.
Why don't you tell him live so everyone could hear it? Because I'm sure there's people out there that are thinking, maybe I could do it. Why don't you give him the plan live in front of everyone
The
what
Raw Food
he's going to
City
be
plan?
doing for the first
All
month?
right, so
for the
we
first month for him.
We changed. We switched it up, and you could do the same.
Yes.
My Raw Food City reset. My wife did it, and her friends did it, and it was a week program.
Okay.
So it was a week fat vegan, a week raw vegan, and a week of a juice fast. So we're gonna break it down for him. We're just gonna extend it a little bit more. We're gonna do a month,
Okay.
or a month, and a 2-week juice fast, and or a week juice fast. It could be a month of fat vegan, a month of raw vegan, and a week juice
No,
fast.
let's
But
do
I
a
want.
month. Let's do a month.
I mean, you're gonna want to do a month.
Let's do month. That's the challenge.
Because honestly, that raw vegan month is going to prep you for the juice fast.
Yes.
And what you're doing on the raw vegan month, because it's not easy to be a raw vegan, because you have a lot more options being a fat vegan, right? You know, you got soy, you got the chili, you got all that stuff. But when you're raw, it's just living food. So you want it, and you simplify it. So you wake up with a juice.
No, but don't do that. We're going to take it step by step. So
Yeah,
start
you
with
can
the
wake
first
up with a
month.
water, or wake up with a smoothie. Like you want to do smoothies and salads. Like
But
that,
start with
if
the first month for him. Don't even get into the second one yet.
Okay, yeah, but the first
'cause
month
he'll
is
get
easy because you
stressed.
know you eat the shit out of everything. Just
No,
no,
but tell
meat,
him
no
some
dairy.
things. Tell him some things. Like give him ideas.
Well, that's what I did. I did everything that you did today.
Okay.
Like, and there's tons of options out there. So once you go out and you start looking for it, you're gonna find it. Like there's vegan everything.
Like right off the bat, breakfast. I'm gonna get up tomorrow and have breakfast.
Yeah, you have the fake sausage. Have the do whatever you want.
I could have turkey bacon.
Yeah.
Something and
No,
eggs,
turkey.
gonna
So
be-
no animal.
No animal.
It's
no,
gonna
no,
be.
no,
It's
no
gonna be
animal.
like
But there
All
are
right, forget about meat.
a
even. I could
veggie
have
sausage.
eggs.
A veggie sausage.
No eggs.
He's gonna tell
Don't
you
have
no
eggs.
No egg. No, nothing animal. So yeah, sorry. So dairy. Yeah. So that whole. There's no eggs. Yes.
Wow, he's tough.
Yeah, eggs are rough, but you get
So
over
what
it.
am I having for
I
breakfast
used to
tomorrow? let's
love eggs.
say? Just a for instance.
Oatmeal, peanut butter, maple syrup.
Okay, oatmeal.
Not the packets.
Yeah,
do
like
packets
what?
for
Like,
now.
like
You
if
can
I
do
go to
fat vegan.
But the
like
good
if
ones.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, organic.
No.
Like if I go to Dunkin' Donuts and get oatmeal.
No.
Or
Tell
no.
him.
No, fat vegan you can do.
I know, but that's really sugary.
But it's okay.
I would rather him go to. I'll take you to Black Forest and get the organic packets then with the cinnamon and maple syrup. He could add. To
Yeah,
it.
no, I would just get your own packets and then get a hot water at Dunkin' Donuts, and you could do it that way. Because I get hot water all the time. Everywhere has hot
I do
water.
too. I asked for this.
Starbucks is filtered hot
Oh
water.
my God.
Okay.
I
so
bring
I'm
my-
not doing eggs. I'm doing
Right.
oatmeal. I'm not gonna be able to do
You
oatmeal
want to
every
do, but
day once in a
you're
while.
gonna OD on breads. So we're smacking your face with carbohydrates this entire month.
breads. I'm doing breads.
Yeah, so bread it up. You
But-
can have a freaking bagel.
So you're gonna let him eat white flour the first month?
Yeah,
Okay,
he's gonna
so
have
go
to.
ahead,
Fat
all right.
vegan, you're allowed to.
All right,
eat,
so
you're
yeah.
allowed to eat sugar and flour. Yeah. So, and now you could put that vegan cream cheese in that bagel, that everything bagel.
So he's giving you stuff I wouldn't have even given you.
Wow.
You could
Right.
dip that into a
okay.
vegan gravy if you want. Just, it's your first steps.
He's got it.
Yeah, it's your first
Got
steps
his paper
into this plant-based world.
Okay, cool.
And then the second step, buckle up because that one's gonna change. It's gonna change.
yeah.
But you'll be prepped.
yeah.
You'll have that fat vegan month, and you're gonna lose weight. Watch what happens.
Look, I
Without
want-
the dairy, meat, and eggs and all that stuff, you're going to lose weight. This first fat vegan month, you're going to lose weight. So get ready.
Okay.
And then you'll be excited for that raw vegan month.
All right, we got a breakfast going down. We got doing an oatmeal. We're doing a bagel. We're doing, let's say, all right, a quick lunch. Like, what would you do for lunch?
Lunch? Well, I mean,
I'm doing like a salad or something. What am I doing?
yeah. If you like salads, go to town on salads because you can oil and salt and onion and garlic and like make a big thick dressing. There's tons of vegan dressings out there.
Or maybe you have a piece of fish or something.
No, no fish.
We got a phone
No
call,
animal.
guys. Wait, we got a phone call, guys.
No animal.
All right. Phone caller. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Tiff.
Good for you. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Tiff.
So I mentioned Pure Haven, and I mentioned how
This is a big part of the change.
toxic,
The skin.
Yes, is. So why don't you
Absolutely.
talk about it a little bit for us?
Okay, so just to give everybody a quick little rundown. So I sell natural products for your household and personal care.
Yep.
Pretty much a one-stop shop for everything you need in your house. We are not a company that what I call is a greenwashing company. Greenwashing companies will say all natural or organic on the label, but they still use very harmful ingredients.
Yep.
The reason that it's so important to use natural products and ingredients that go on your skin and things that you inhale and that you use in your home is because, for one, once you step out of your home, you can no longer control most of what goes on in the environmental toxins. So you really have to control as much as you can in your home and make your home a safe haven of purity so that, you can, we're in our homes most of the time. We sleep in our homes, we use a lot of products on a daily basis that have little different ingredients in it, and people will say, oh, well, they only have trace amounts. Okay, but take one ingredient like sodium lauryl sulfate, where, scientists have to wear hazmat suits when they work with it. Yeah, it might be a trace amount in one product, but then count all the products that you have that have that ingredient. It's no longer a trace amount. And then 5 years down the road, it builds up in your body because it doesn't go through the digestive system like the food that we eat goes through to allow your body to detox. So over a 5-year period, that's really not a trace amount anymore. So, it's just important. It's important to watch not only the foods that we eat, but the things we're putting on our skin and using in our homes, coming in contact with in our homes and inhaling in our homes on a daily basis. So it's pretty much a rundown of my spiel of why it's so important.
So, Tiffany, give everybody a little rundown of so they know that I am walking the walk. I'm not just talking the talk. You grew up in my home. You lived with me. You're my daughter.
Yeah.
Have I been doing what I've been saying I've been doing for over 25 years?
Yeah, absolutely. Down to the sheets and pillowcases on her bed, down to her mattress.
That's right.
Everything. Everything is
Laundry detergent.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was there, laundry detergent. Yep, and even, go ahead.
The smells, fragrance is a huge, huge thing. It's like one of the worst, it's probably the worst ingredient that you can see in a list, in an ingredient list, because that one word can hide up to 900 harmful chemicals. And
Wow.
my mother uses
Just the word
nothing
fragrance.
with fragrance.
That's right. The word for I don't use
I
anything.
didn't know that. It's good
Yep,
to know.
one word. Go ahead.
One
Yep.
word.
Yeah, the FDA says that you can use that word to hide your proprietary blend. And a proprietary blend can have up to 900 chemicals. So that is probably the one thing that I avoid with like the plague the most out of anything else.
Or it's like
So
colognes and perfumes.
Terrible.
So do you put
Yeah,
it?
so
What about
perfume,
on your clothes,
lotion.
like not on your skin?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
What about putting it on your clothes and not on your skin?
Bad.
Same thing. So
Bad.
a little really quick funny story, not funny, but crazy story. My daughter, we have a saltwater hot tub now. We always had a hot tub, but now it's saltwater. So we put on the jet, and it was like a bubble bath. I wish I have the picture. I wish I could show you. It was like the best bubble bath that you would ever make for yourself. And I was like, what is going on? What are all these bubbles? So we called our spa person, person that services the spa, and they were like, oh, don't worry about it. That's just the residuals from the laundry detergent, from the bathing suit. I was like, are you kidding me? So that is how much laundry detergent stays on your skin. And laundry detergents have fragrances. So it's not even just what you're directly putting on your skin. It's in the clothes that you're wearing.
Wow.
Yep.
Scary.
Yeah. And it gets in anything that comes in contact with your skin gets directly into your bloodstream in up to 26 seconds.
You know,
like I said, that doesn't have a chance to go through your digestive system to get, detox.
yep.
Right. That's why saunas are so good and everything. Get that stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tiff, over time, so what kind of medical problems can we get from taking in all these bad things?
So the number one thing is cancer. 10% of cancer is hereditary, in your genes.
Yep.
90% is environmental. So all these harmful chemicals,
That's right.
we're seeing a rise in, I wish I had my statistics here, but such a rise in cancer, autism, Alzheimer's, those types of things are, that's the end-all, be-all. Little things, chronic things like asthma, inhaling the fumes from your cleaners, even things like Crohn's disease, like all these little things, allergies, environmental allergies, food allergies, eczema, autoimmune diseases. It's the chemicals that are in your products in your home is what is really contributing to whether you have a good immune system or a bad immune system. The chemicals are just everything. They're so harmful.
I want
We
to.
have actually a scientist on my team on my team in for Pure Haven, she was a scientist using those hazmat suits to make those cleaning products and personal care products. And then she had kids. And she was like, why? Why am I wearing a hazmat suit, but then putting this stuff on my children?
Okay.
We only ban, Europe bans over 1,300
That's right.
ingredients to use in personal care products. The U.S. bans 11.
And that's the truth. That's absolutely. Listen, I want to comment on that. So, a lot of people out there know this, and some may not. I've traveled all over the world. I say this often. I even went to Russia in the 80s when it was communist. I went on health tours through Lenox Hill Hospital. That is when I really started learning what was going on and the difference between our country and theirs. Even Coca-Cola, they had to change their formula, just like Starbucks, everything, McDonald's, they have to change their formulas to be able to be in these other countries. I went behind the scenes in Australia at a McDonald's and watched them crack organic eggs. Okay? So continue, Tiffany. I just wanted to touch base on that.
Yeah, no, right. So that's what I'm saying, and it's not just, people are going to feel obviously very heartbroken and upset when their loved ones
That's right.
have, get cancer. But it's like, look at everything that you did. Look at everything that, you could have controlled, at least in your home, to minimize your chances. And even little things, like I said, eczema, rosacea, other skin issues, asthma, just everything. So many little things are caused by the harmful stuff that's in our products, in our home.
Hey, Tiff,
We're allowed.
is there like a number one top-rated bad chemical that we should stay away from and look for in something? That
I say it's sodium lauryl sulfate. What do you say, Tiffany?
So I would say there's 3 that I avoid like the plague, and that would be fragrance, like I said.
Yep.
Sodium lauryl sulfate and propylene glycol.
Oh, and propylene glycol, another one.
And it's in everything.
It's in toothpaste. It's in deodorant. It's insane. Makeup.
Yeah,
But-
and that will be disguised also as PEG in an ingredient list because they've, caught on to the fact that people are avoiding it. So now they put it as SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate, and PEG for propylene glycol. So yeah, actually, if you go on to purehaven.com, you will see there's a link right there. As soon as you go on to purehaven.com and it says ingredients to avoid, and it'll give you a list of the most common, most harmful ingredients in your product and why it's harmful.
Tiffany, get that list, please, for me so we could text it to Ricky. Ricky's starting this challenge today, and he's writing things down. this is a huge, huge change. Do you see this? Do you believe Ricky is sitting here? Ricky, of all people.
Yeah, I know.
So if he's asking you that question, he's serious.
This is just as great on every end, Tiffany and Ricky,
Okay.
because you know what's great about this is that you're sitting here because of me, and Tiffany's
Yes.
selling stuff that life, that's changing the planet. So
Changing the planet.
Right.
Just the fact that we're doing this today, having this
amazing.
radio show is amazing because this would have never happened 10 years ago.
This is
Like,
amazing.
This is just everybody
couldn't happen. Yeah,
finally
it wouldn't
realizing that all this crap is killing us, and
Right.
because a lot of this stuff you won't even need once you start cleaning up. Like you don't smell,
Right.
you don't smell anymore. Your skin is great. Your hair is great.
Right.
Everything
Oh my
starts
God.
shining when you go
Wait,
plant.
tell him, Tiff, tell him. Listen
Well, okay, there's a couple things.
about the hair.
So first of all, my foundation, I used to wear, makeup every day, foundation every day. With my skincare regimen that I use now, I don't have to wear foundation. Deodorant, the natural deodorant. A lot of people say, oh, the natural deodorant doesn't work. I'm still smelling, blah, blah. Well, you're still smelling because the toxins that come out of
Yeah,
your body is what-
That's a hint that the standard American diet is not working.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, right. And like the antiperspirant deodorant, okay, that might not make you smell because it's stopping your sweat from coming.
So
That's
bad.
not healthy, first of all.
Yeah.
And second of all, the aluminum in there is going right into your pores. And that's a neurotoxin. I mean, it doesn't go through the digestive system, gets right into your pores, into your bloodstream, into your brain. So, I mean, that's awful. So my point is, when I switched to Pure Haven deodorant, they also have a charcoal detox face mask, but you can also use that on your arms. So I use it under my arms to get the toxins out, and I swear you can go like 2 days without deodorant because you don't smell. Your sweat is coming out, doesn't smell.
Yeah, that's great.
It's
Oh yeah,
amazing.
yeah. Some guy I forget.
It's
Was
amazing.
it Simnet Nutrition? I think he rubbed a rock under his arm.
Okay, yes.
Is that what it
It's
is?
a salt rock. I
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
use
yeah.
them.
Salt rock,
I
yeah.
used to use them. I don't even use them. I mean, the thing, Tiff, okay, so he mentioned like 10 years ago. So you've been watching me do this now for over 25 years.
Well, you're
Back
a very
then,
special case.
No, because listen, the only reason you brought up about your brother with you, he's your Jesus.
Yes.
My mom's entire family all died of breast cancer and colon cancer. So
you had to find a way.
I had that
forced to.
foundation.
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
that as a foundation. I said
Yeah.
something's wrong.
And cancer scared the shit
You
out
know,
of
it
you.
wasn't-
And you wound up getting it.
Right. So it wasn't just like, all of a sudden I was the smartest person, smarter than anyone. No, you had your brother.
Yeah.
I had my mother's entire family. I watched this and thought, they're doing something wrong, and I'm going to get it. And guess what? I did.
And in the 80s, I was scared shit of AIDS.
Okay?
You
know?
know?
Yeah,
There was
right,
so many
right.
diseases I've been afraid of. I think fear has driven me to
So
where I am
crazy.
today.
So, Tiff, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if they want to buy these products. And guys, this isn't just about me promoting my kids' products, because if you really think that about me, you don't know me.
No, and there's
Okay?
no real money
No,
in this stuff.
no.
It's just changing the world.
I have,
Right.
listen,
The
Big
thing
Ricky.
is, I started with this. I mean, people before I did Pure Haven, I didn't even know about Pure Haven.
Right.
People would, send me pictures of ingredients on the back of products. Be like, is this okay to use? Is that okay to use? Somebody actually sent me this, and I was like, where did you find this product? And
Yes.
I'm always looking for a safer of something.
Yes.
This was like 100% safe. So I was like, what the heck? Do they have everything? So then I started selling it because I was already suggesting it. So I
Yep.
was like, well, why not get into it? And my big thing is to raise awareness of it, and it always has been. It always has been. If you see me on Facebook, if you add me on Facebook, you don't know where you're getting yourself into, because I'm always trying to raise awareness for this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was doing it before I told Pure Haven. So really, my motto
Right.
is I want to create safe havens of purity, one home at a time. That's my
There you go.
personal.
Yes, and that's
And
how
really
I
what I do it for.
that's how I felt with diet, like changing people's diet, and one
crazy,
person at
right?
a time. That's it. That's all
One
you can
person
do.
at a time.
Right.
And if we could
So,
do
yeah,
that,
you can get-
yes.
Go ahead.
No, but if we could do that, we've done our job here.
Exactly. Exactly.
So tell everybody how to get in touch with you, Tiff.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook. You can message me. My name is Tiffany Shimko, Shimko, and I'll post. I guess you guys will have a link of this, right? And I can comment on it with that.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And then it would be, and then if you want to go on my links to browse the products and always ask me any questions you need, we have something for everything. We have something you can place as Neosporin even. We have something for your kids' boo-boos. We have a baby line. We have some pet products, everything.
It's crazy.
You can go on purehaven.com/my name, Tiffany Shimko. And you can order through there, or you can get in touch with me, and I can order it for you either way. So, Mom, I guess you can either post or
Put a link up there, yeah.
Yeah, put a link.
Put a link in the where the
show
people's
is.
message.
Yeah. The other thing is tell them about the pet products. Can we use it on us?
Well, if you're
Yeah,
not,
so-
you don't want to feed
so
your
there's
dog
nothing-
anything either.
There you go.
Yeah, so basically, it's pretty funny. Our products, you'll never see a warning, if ingested, called poison control, nothing
Never.
like that. So, one of my teammates, their kid gets the deodorant, and they called freaking out, and they were like, oh, don't worry about it, it's whatever. So anything that you're going to smell in our products is all essential oils. There's no fragrances. Everything smells so good. That's one of the best things about our products.
Yum.
Yep.
So, yes, we have pet products, and actually my son uses our
Okay.
Paw Balm, which is for, cracked feet or anything like that.
You can use it on
which is
you.
For that they got the Paw Balm, but my son uses it for hair wax. So
Nice.
you can use our products for so many different things. Our shave gel you can use for hair gel, so many things.
Okay. And what about, tell them one more thing I want you to talk about, because I need some more, and DJ Danny's sitting here, the elderberry syrup. Tell them about that you make that.
Yeah, so I do make elderberry syrup. It's organic. Filtered water, completely filtered of chlorine, fluoride, not just bacteria, but chemicals too. I completely filter my water. And elderberry syrup is great to stimulate your immune system. So you can use it on a daily basis for maintenance during flu season. It's our household flu shot, if you will. We take it every day. I do it during flu season. And then when we get sick, we take it 3 times a day. It's a food product, so you're not going to OD on it. So you can use it on French toast. It's delicious. Pancakes, things like that.
Look at you doing it.
So
Yeah.
it's for immune system, but it's also for things like inflammation and allergies and so many other things. So, you can Google that, but elderberry is amazing.
It's amazing. What, you guys want to say something to Tiffany? Okay, you got fans, Tiff.
Tiff, we use your paw balm still, but my father just lost it, and my dog's nose is cracked and bleeding all over the place again.
Oh no.
No, do it again.
It's been so bad, but I mean, it was amazing that it helped. I don't know where my father put
Well,
it, but
that's great that you said that, because let me explain to you right now, because everybody who's using these products, this is the first step.
This is the first
Like,
step.
because now here's the thing. There is a deeper reason why your dog has a cracked nose. Probably because you're giving it
Right.
some badass food. So you need to get the dog's diet right and use the balm only, just like medication, only as,
As needed.
as needed.
So
or-
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that because a lot of people, they'll contact me like, oh my gosh, my toddler has really bad eczema. Which one of your products can you use? And I say, I have a product for you to treat it in
There
the
you go.
meantime, but you need to heal it.
You need to,
How are you gonna
yes.
cure it?
It's not going to
There you
heal
go.
it. It's gonna help with the symptoms, just like
With the
medication.
symptoms.
There you go.
But but you're not healing the underlying cause,
There you
and that is plant-based living, baby.
She's been giving that
Raw
dog
Food
pierogies.
City, baby.
Guaranteed pierogies.
And dogs, honestly, dogs should just be eating raw meat if you really want to get down to it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so we should be eating fruit, and dogs should be eating raw meat.
Right.
Wow.
That.
Tiff, you're like a walking encyclopedia anymore. Yes.
Well, I don't know all the statistics. Like I said, I wish I had numbers. I can't remember all the numbers, but I try to remember. A lot of everything that makes sense to me, I'll remember.
Yep.
You're like Alicia Silverstone. Silverstone did kind of the same thing. Like, she was always looking for the right, B12
Right.
and all that stuff. And she, hooked up with Whole Foods and make this whole big thing.
See?
Yeah. So,
She's got a
because
little
she
TV
wanted
show,
all that
Alicia
stuff in her
Silverstone.
house. She wanted the right stuff in her house.
So,
And it's really, with Puritan, it's because I was always looking for different safe products, and I would always get one from this company, one from this company, one from that company. Puritan literally uses 0 harmful ingredients, so you never have to think anymore. I stopped label reading. I stopped researching.
And isn't that
nonstop.
so nice, not having to worry?
Just a one-stop shop. Just
You know,
get it when you need it.
with my health coaching, right, and I have clients, I used to have to take photos of every product that I use. My daughter will vouch for this. Every product that I use, because then they would say, oh, I need this. Okay, here, let me send you a photo of it, because they were from all different companies. Now I don't have to do that. Now it's all
Right.
from one company.
Exactly.
It's so
much-
nice, and it's so
Unbelievable.
easy.
Do you have any specials going on now?
Little holiday special.
My own special, which I'm doing, is we have something that I call a facial in a box, and it's both products that you'll need for your daily face. It has the cleanser, the moisturizer, but then it also has a charcoal detox mask, an exfoliator. So I call it a facial in a box, and it's an amazing gift for someone, you know, a woman or a girl, even a teenager. They love giving themselves facials and face masks. It's really a great gift, and anybody that gets that will get a free gift from me. So you can choose from a few different products, a makeup remover, a holiday candle. There's a couple.
Oh, the holiday candles, they're awesome. They're awesome, and
Yeah,
they're all pure, all essential oils.
Yeah,
I love
I
them.
think anything. So the holiday deadline for shipping is you have to order by December 17th, east of Mississippi. I think west of Mississippi is already done. So anything east of Mississippi, you can order through me to get in time for holiday by December 17th. And if you do order through me, then I can give you a free gift with it as well. And this facial in a box, if you use it every single day, twice a day, it will last you 3 to 4 months.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, west of Mississippi, they can still order and get it for Valentine's Day. So
I
Yeah.
can't. I
Yeah,
can't. I
right then,
can't.
right?
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
hold
coming
it.
up.
I can't hold this in. You
Say
had
it.
another product that the comedian came out of me.
Okay.
But if I
The boo boo stick.
the boo boo stick,
I knew it.
I don't. And you can't. If I touch your box, can I get a facial?
Okay.
I can't.
Listen, Bobby Buns is
I
as
can't help
comedian,
it.
Tiffany.
I'm such a little boy. I'm
Right?
such a little boy.
He was the one on Practical Jokers naked
all-
at 300 pounds.
I know what it was. It was Dream Cream.
Dream,
and
yes,
something else.
Dream cream.
Yeah. Dream cream
Facial
and something
box.
else
I
together.
can't.
You
I
were-
can't.
yeah.
I'm just not a grown up yet.
I love it. No, but listen, when you become a grown up, you friggin' die. I love it.
Yeah.
Tiffany, thank you for calling in. We're coming to the close of the show, so we're going to be closing out. But is there anything you want to say to Ricky before you get off the phone to give him some motivation? Because this is hopefully going to be a 3 to 6 month thing. I'm hoping for the 6 months and maybe a year of him being on once a month with us.
Yeah.
Motivation. Well, Funk lost over 300 pounds, so that's a motivation right there.
Wait,
Do it.
wait.
Definitely do it.
Wait, Unc called us today? Ricky, tell her
He did?
exact. Wait,
Yeah,
tell her what
yeah,
Unc really lost.
I talked to Anthony today. He told me he lost 337 pounds.
And what does that mean?
Woo!
Yeah.
He lost Big Ricky.
Yeah,
Big Ricky
yeah.
is less than that.
That's crazy.
He lost Big
Do it.
Ricky.
So just do it. Just do it.
But
Alright.
320 is nothing, man.
Yeah.
I ate 328 up.
All right.
You'll be 170 pounds by the time you blink your eye.
Love you, Tiff.
Love you too. You can do it. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye, Tiff. Thanks.
Bye.
Wow.
How do I post it on there? I don't even know.
Just go to the message and just throw your link in there. And
Yeah,
if
throw your
anybody's
link under my
listening,
show on Facebook, and then I mean I'm gonna even like share
Your
it.
show is live? Your show
Right
is
now,
live?
it's live on
yeah,
Facebook.
it's live.
I may have even put it on your wall, but do it on mine, on my page, because everybody's
Okay.
watching it.
And Tiff, you got to be a
So
guest.
your regular Jerry Petito,
Yes,
right?
yes.
You got to be a guest on my show too soon.
Yes, I will definitely.
Yeah, Raw Food City is coming soon to a theater near you.
Yay! So,
Awesome.
All
All right,
right.
guys. Thank you, Mom.
bye, Tiff. Love you.
Bye, Tiff.
Bye.
All right, so guys, we're coming to the close of the show. So what I'm going to have is Bobby Buns reiterate this 1 month for him. Tell everybody how they can find you and what's going on with you and your new show. We'll start there.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to be on HamiltonRadio.net.
Nice.
It's coming soon, the 4th Thursday of January, 2019. Raw Food City officially has a radio show inspiring
It's amazing.
and getting the word out. That's it. All we're doing is getting the word out. And let's see, what else we got here?
So tell
So, okay, so Ricky's going to go on this diet. I don't even want to call it a diet.
Challenge. It's the challenge. Big Ricky
I don't even want to
challenge.
call it a challenge. I'm saying get
New way
ready
of
to
life.
change.
A new way of life.
Yeah, crawl up the vag. Crawl up the box and get a facial. Because that's what we're doing here. You're gonna crawl up the box, Ricky. All right, so we're gonna try to. We're
Ricky
gonna try
hasn't
to.
crawled up the box in a long time,
Oh,
baby.
he's
That's
gonna-
why I gotta lose weight.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, I dance in the mirror now, looking at that thing. It's bigger than ever
Wow.
because it's a lot of fun.
Finally got to see it again.
I get to see it again. It's amazing.
This is great, but listen, this is reality. We're not being dirty.
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
This is
yeah.
reality. How about that, Big Ricky?
Confidence.
Oh,
Let's do this.
Okay?
Let's do this.
it's crazy.
All right, so now, what would you like to say?
Thank you very much for
You're welcome.
giving me motivation.
Yeah, you're
and
welcome. This
advice
is
and
what
being
I dream
here.
about.
And good luck with the new show. I can't wait for it. It's going to be every week.
Every
And
month.
it's
once a month.
once a month. But don't.
It'll be great. Just,
And
I'll
don't be
keep in
afraid to
touch and
fail.
Ask questions and
Yeah,
keep
just
everything going. That's going to be great.
that's what's key is staying and even if you fall, just you know you have it in your pocket. You have the secret weapon in your pocket, and just get angry too, like F everybody, because you're finding out all this stuff. I mean, everything is bad for you, but we didn't know, but we know now. You were able to get away with that as a kid, but you see what happened. You see where you are. You probably don't even eat that much, and you just keep.
No, he
gaining
does.
weight.
He does. He eats a
Well,
lot.
you just once your system. I felt like I didn't eat a lot, but I kind of did.
Yes,
You
you
think
did.
you don't, but you kind of do. But
Yeah,
Anyway.
no, I'm not like
He's
I'm
not
not
in
in
denial.
denial.
He's not in denial.
I eat a lot. I'm
Yeah.
right now. We were talking about foods. I'm thinking about it. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. No, it's tough. I'm
So-
addicted to food.
I want
But you're gonna die,
terrible.
by the way.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You're
That's
gonna
the-
drop that. If you don't do this now,
Right, that's
you're gonna
what's
die.
getting me there. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you
I hate
already had
everything
the-
about what's
this is-
going on in my life. It's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what happened to my brother. He had signs of cancer. He had cancer on his finger, and he had it cut out from smoking weed all the way down to his finger. He was burning his finger for like 35 years or whatever it was, and he got cancer on his finger. So that was the first sign of his body breaking down. You had the lymph issue, like a lymphoma, right?
Yeah.
So you've had that warning.
There it is.
If you do not,
Yes.
you're
And it
going.
was a
I'm
very
telling
early
you
warning.
now,
I got
we're
lucky
all
and
gonna
got
die.
it, yeah.
But it's going to be horrible, and you do not want to go down that road. Get scared and get angry, and your life is going to change. Get angry that you got that lymphoma.
So, I would like to end
'Cause
this
that
show
wasn't your fault.
a little differently tonight, guys. First of all, your friend Gene that we played poker with, Gene, and he said, "Ricky, you got this." Hey,
Hey,
Gene.
Gene.
All right. So, listen, you could do this.
I can't
Even
wait
Don-
to see the fat
Even
vegan.
Donna Walker, look, Ricky
Hi,
is
Donna.
gonna be
Thank you,
happy.
guys.
But I'm gonna end this show because we only have 2 minutes left, guys. A little differently. I'm gonna read his poem again, and there's a reason why.
Yeah, it's a good.
Because I think when you heard me read this, I saw you get a little teared up, and I want that to happen when we close. Okay, guys? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know I love you. We're gonna be back in 1 month to see what's happened, the transition for Ricky. Okay? Here's his poem, Big Ricky. The challenge is on. I've heard this before. You know how many said that as they walked out the door? Is Big Ricky different? Will he be the one to mean what he says to get the job done? All the years I've known him, I couldn't get through. Come on, Bobby Buns, it's going to take you. I showed him your YouTube and also your pics, the before and after I threw in the mix. Big Ricky is crazy. His life has been rough. He even told he has cancer. That wasn't enough. He's heard me preaching for years. He's even lived in my house. He said he loved my food because it was free, you louse. My roomie used to hide bad food under his bed. My cleaning lady found him with cheese stuck to his head. I couldn't get through. I really did try. Big Ricky's now sick and too big of a guy. I love my friend, so please don't die. You're an addict. You are an addict. Food gets you high. Enough is enough. You've heard that before. Big Ricky, come on. You're losing the war. Let's get you on raws and juicing for health. Let's make you vegan to achieve life wealth. We're friends to the end. We've been through a lot. Not ready to lose you. Let's give it a shot. Bobby Buns, take the floor. Raw Food City's in charge. From one guy to another who both were so large. He'll listen to you because he's seen the proof. Come on, Bobby Buns, now act a goof. You do have two sides. I love that so much, the serious side and your comedy touch. Bobby, meet Ricky. I trust him to you. Now take the floor. Tell him what to do. The challenge is on. He'll be back in a month to show you his progress on his butt and his front. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Raw Food City on YouTube.
Bobby.